It is that time again for another Ninja Gaiden. Ninja Gaiden 3 is notorious for its difficulty, more so than the first two. The first two kind of are fair, I would say, by comparison. And the third game, well, you'll see. The enemy spawns are terrible. There's tons of enemies. Everything does like 4 damage. What's wrong, Irene? Don't you understand that this is the end for you? That's a weird sentence. Ha ha ha, no one who has seen what is going on there can live to tell about it. So yeah, I mean, since this game is so hard, rather than see me cuss out the game and game over 5 times, or 4 times, whatever the max is, I figured we could just show you what each level should look like when played correctly. I think my first complete playthrough, this was almost 2 hours, and I used every game over. So that's another thing about this game, is it has limited game overs, which is quite cruel, because even though the other games were hard, you had infinite continues, right? But in this game, you have limited continues, so it makes it even harder. Now we're seeing here that someone is using Ryu's name. Someone stole his identity. You gotta watch out for that. Dragnet. It's a very modern ninja. So yeah, instead of bitching about this game and having the ugliest playthrough of all time, I just tried doing that instead. I just recorded my best attempts of each level. And you'll see where it's not consistent, because you'll see the score will change in the next act or something. But the first couple acts are easy enough. This might be the hardest act in a Ninja Gaiden, though. So you want to grab this invincible fire wheel. That is the thing that is a shield. And the invincible fire wheel is so useful in this game. There you can see me damage boosting by falling into an enemy. The damage boosts are a little bit weird in this game. They don't boost you, but you just can take damage and walk through them. Not always, though. You have to land on them a certain way for that to work. The mechanics are a little bit more floaty. Like, I really like the way the game feels. The sword hitbox is huge, especially when you get this sword upgrade, which is kind of Castlevania-esque. And what we're going to do here is we're going to use the invincible fire wheel to avoid damage from his fire on the ground. And that allows us to get the 1 cycle. They removed a lot of the glitches in this game. Like you can't jump into the walls like you used to. Well, you can, just not on every wall. So, this is, what's his name? Clancy or something. Castle Rock Fortress. Yet another fortress. The music is great in this game. I would say this is the black sheep of the NES Gaidens, just because it seems unfairly hard. In fact, the Japanese version of this game is much easier for some reason. Like, I don't know if this one came out first or if they just thought Americans should have a way harder version, but there'd be different enemy spawns, harder enemies, and you take double damage. It's pretty ridiculous. So here's the beginning of stage 2. It's desert. You get some quicksand here, which if you stand there too long, you die. Obviously. Oh, these guys are so annoying. Those little jumping enemies, like every enemy's put in a spot to slow you down. It doesn't seem like the other 2 Ninja Gaiden. And yet still, I really love this game because of the mechanics. But you can just see how they're spawning everything but the kitchen sink. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a kitchen sink enemy type. So we're gonna play it safe here since we got hit a bunch, and then we get hit again anyways. Play it safe. Sword upgrade is generally grabbed in every level. I think it is. though in Act 7 it's grabbed later than normal. So you can walk over those gaps. Looks cool. This is the only auto-scroller in Ninja Gaiden history, I think. Unless there's an auto-scroller in Ninja Gaiden Black or something. I don't know. That'd be funny. Yeah, but it's just weird because the mechanics of this game are so good that they really muck it up with enemy spawns and everyone doing like 4 damage. So the Ninja Scrolls, as you might have noticed from the second game, increase your maximum Nimpo. So we're going to pick up most of them. I think we skip 1, maybe 2? I don't know. In this. You can actually go inside the walls on this level. It's like a funny little glitch. There's kind of no point. You're not saving time. Since it's an auto-scroller. You gotta wait for the door to appear. Gotta avoid those fireballs. Boss 2 is this guy who has sort of a random pattern. So we're using the Art of the Fire Wheel, which is the other Fire Wheel Nimpo, and I almost died. That was sloppy. Yeah, but you could see when I'm jumping on the edge of the wall there. Normally, I'd be able to go out of bounds in the other 2 games. Ha ha ha. Oh, it's Foster. That's right. Australian for beer. Is he like on a screen or something? Is that the scan line? I've actually never watched these cutscenes. I know I recorded them here, but I wasn't paying attention. In fact, I don't know if I could provide commentary on this if I was playing it live. It would just be a bunch of expletives. There's just so much to focus on. It's so fast-paced. Maybe he's just giant. Maybe he's not on a screen. He's just like a giant man. Hey there, I'm giant now, are you? So he's evil now, or something. Whatever. Just wait, Foster. I won't rest until I find out the truth. Little jingle. So the first 3 acts are pretty easy and fun, I would say. And then when the 4th act hits, it's like a medium difficulty spike. But in the beginning of this level, as you'll see in upcoming levels as well, there are platform cycles, and they're on a global timer. Like when you enter the screen, they start moving. So I had to move that fast just to reach that platform there. And I got hit by the fish, which I still don't know how to manipulate. Missed grabbing that Nimpo, which you don't need, but... So we have a new ability here called the Vacuum Blade, as we're going to pass through some of those floors by holding down and hitting jump. I think we get hit here. Yeah, stupid grasshopper. Messed up my flow. Yeah, but the Vacuum Blade is a pretty cool maneuver that does that. I don't know how else to explain it. It is used a lot. I'd say the Fire Wheel, which is this shield, the Vacuum Blade, and the other Fire Wheel, which is the attack, are used equally. Equal amounts. There's a health, which is good. There's a Ninja Scroll that we skip. Might be the only one. Yeah, but you can grab onto platforms and jump up through them or hang on them, which reminds me of Shadow the Ninja. I'd be curious to find out if Shadow the Ninja came before this, if there was a mechanic like this before Shadow the Ninja. So we're going to use the Fire Wheel to block these shurikens. These bosses have appeared in every Ninja Gaiden. Classic, anyways. It's the same 2 frog bosses, only one is vulnerable to damage. Who are you? You're my original. Come on, fight me. You can tell I'm evil because I got my hair combed over. So, what are you gonna do about it? I'll get you. So this game seems kind of like rushed out the door. Like, I like a lot of these cutscenes. But this seems a little bit silly, like the story of it. The music is, of course, great, though. If you want to laugh, go check out Ninja Gaiden Trilogy and watch the third game's playthrough or whatever, or play it yourself, and listen to the music. Because it is terrible. It is like they took the exact same song and just slapped MIDI instruments on it. Super Nintendo in general, it's just got terrible audio. It's pretty bad when the NES sounds better than its successor. Although the NES is, of course, a classic as far as sound goes. So he's my clone or something. Doppelganger. That's a good song. I don't think I've ever heard this song. 4 question marks, that's how you know he's confused. Alright, Act 4. So, this is the moderate difficulty spike, we'll say. You have to grab that fire wheel right there. If you don't, it makes the rest of the level a lot slower. So here's another platform cycle coming up. Since we have to wait for it, we can actually kill these guys slowly. This is tricky to kill this guy and not get hit by them. Grabbing extra guys even though I won't need them since this is segmented. In fact, in a speedrun, if you grab the extra guys and then you die on the final act, you lose your fire wheel. You have to go back to the beginning of the level, so it's best to get a game over. So you have those extra guys that actually waste time, but you can damage boost through these spikes, but I think it's a little risky. I'm not that good yet, so I'm just gonna time it with some sword slashes. Quick climb, which I run into this spaceship. I don't know what these spaceships are. What is this? It's a Gradius or something? What are these tiny spaceships attacking a ninja? Seems so weird. Another quirk about this game, all Ninja Gaidens really, but I'm gonna wait for the spikes. Quirk about this game is that to activate Ninpo, you have to hit up and attack, but you cannot have a diagonal upward being held, so you can't jump forward while activating a Ninpo, it won't work. So if you jump in the air, you have to release forward and then hit up and attack very deliberately. I missed the quick kill, so it's kind of hard, but I'm gonna get the swag vacuum blade kill, which is okay. No quick stabs in this, unfortunately. All the broken parts, really, are not available. Like quick stab and spin slash was in the first. In the second, you had the ninja clones. In the third, it's just like, good luck, man. That's our bro Clancy. I can't work with him anymore. He has secretly created a monster called a Bionoid. What's a Bionoid? Did you say Bionerd? There's an open seam between dimensions that was created when the demon died. Okay, so this is referencing the other Ninja Gaidens. An unlimited supply of life energy. Life force? The life stream? Foster has rebuilt the fortress and was doing transformation experiments with life energy. Bionoids are superhumans that have been transformed with life energy. Was it a Bionoid that killed Irene? I wouldn't be so sure that she's dead, Ryu. She just fell into the water. It's not like it was a pit of spikes down there. Mortal Kombat 1 style. You would think that this world would be full of spike pits based on the amount of spikes in this game. Alright, Act 5. This is the Widowmaker. Oh my... This is weird. I was playing this on Power Pack, so I wonder if this is just a Power Pack glitching out on me. Yeah, I don't remember this happening. Could be the Framemeister syncing. What the fuck? Some Illuminati text right there. Alright, so Act 5, it's crazy. It's crazy. This is where it says, hello, here's Ninja Gaiden 3. Just this next room right here is just batshit. Like, you gotta grab these platforms quickly. And I almost did it, but you're supposed to be on top of them, so I had to use a vacuum blade. Very tough. It's a ride or die moment. I wasn't supposed to jump up, I was supposed to stay hanging, but I think we recover here, so. I'm gonna use a vacuum on him just to make sure I don't get hit. This is where my memory sort of elapses. I forget what I'm supposed to do. So I'm taking these guys all slow. Those laser beams suck. Don't get hit by them. So we grab the other fire wheel here. This is Art of the Fire Wheel. The other one is Invincible Fire Wheel. Wish they'd name it something different. I despawned that machine thing. That's kind of cool. This part of the level is easy though. It's not like the beginning, which is a clusterfuck. Dissolving blocks. What NES game would be complete? There's our Invincible Fire Wheel. As you can see, you can't damage those robots at all when they close, even with this fire wheel thing. I wonder why these guys despawn. I think it's because of the fireballs, the eyeballs launch. So we're gonna grab the other fire wheel up here because it makes the boss a lot quicker. I don't know what to do here. I was fucking up big time. Maybe I should have used that fire wheel on them. You're finished. He's very cocky, you know? Ryu Hayabusa, throughout his years, he became more cocky. I'm gonna have to get rid of you. Imagine the Bionoid I could make by blasting your tough Dragon Clan body with... What kind of sentence is that? Oh, your tough Dragon Clan body. I'm gonna blast it. Oh. So we're gonna fight our clone now. Oh shit, it's April O'Neil. No, wait. It's Irene. You're alive. Did you think that I would die that easily? Aren't you a reporter? What the fuck is going on here? Are you a special operator? Are you a SWAT? Marine? Fucking Navy SEAL? Spec Ops? You fools, you came all this way to get killed. And then I caught on fire. Transformed into purple dude. Yeah, light him up. Leave this to me. Alright, so you're supposed to hit him when he's up in the air with the fire wheel. And then get some good slashes in as he's jumping over. A good pattern means he doesn't jump for longer, but... Here I am sucking a lot. I almost died, but whatever. The important thing is that we didn't die. That's far enough, Foster. A lot of dots. Huh? What's that? Ha ha ha. Clancy? You can tell he's evil now because he laughed like that. And you too, Irene. Call it what you like. I'm not turning these ruins over to anyone. Well, I mean, not that I care, it's just ruins, right? As the name implies. Right! I really should thank you. Damn, the subspace connection, the life energy is starting to move. There's a lot of flashing going on. It's like a dance party going on. Oh man. Ah! The fuck does that mean? So here's another ridiculous stage. 5, 6, and 7 are all silly, but there's one moment in 6 that is just crazy. Ninja dance party, ninja dance party, ninja dance party. Hope no one has epilepsy watching this right now. Look at they're talking about subspace and like other dimensions. Come on. Who wrote this? Oh, you need a special kind of power to make it in there. It'd be funny if he went in and then it was immediately disintegrated. Ah! Are those supposed to be dots? Because they're in the center of the text. It's kind of weird. So yeah. Alright, so Act 6 is starting with ice, and this segment right here is one you die on 90% of the time, which you could probably see. That was the hard part. You just damage boost, grab the sword upgrade. Now you have to do this climb with the help of some vacuum blade. Should be able to do it. Oh, no, never mind, we got hit. Use another vacuum blade just to be safe. And, yep. This part's not as hard. It's hard not to avoid getting hit, it's hard. How can I get hit by that guy? So if you stop holding forward while you're in the air, when you land on the ice, you will not be sliding. So that's the thing to remember about physics. And now all of a sudden we're in maggot land. I don't know. Worms. So this has a quicksand-like hazard. Like if you stand in the worms, you start to sink. That's why I'm jumping a lot. Got the full Nimpo. I didn't need to grab it there, but I do, just because I'm a wimp. Because you never quite know how these enemy patterns are going to shake out. So here we are. There's another full Nimpo. Another sword upgrade in case you miss it. This part's really precise. It's vacuum blades on the edges. It's really tough. So we grab this thing, I don't know what it's called. We can use it on this boss, which is the most random boss in the game. Well, there's like 3 random bosses in the game, but this one is especially lame. Ha! I used all of my strength, but once here, I was brought back to life by the energy. Look at this fantastic body. I've transmuted into a super being. Do you even dimensionally lift, bro? Go ahead and try. Angry eyebrows. See how cocky he is? It's crazy. If he knew my skill level, he wouldn't be so cocky. So he does this charge and random rocks fall from the ceiling. And also, if you sink into this ground too far, you die. So that's something to be aware of. But I actually used the sinking to my advantage by lowering my hitbox as he turned around so I could continue to slash him. Alright, we made it here. Clancy! Clancy's now a blue man group. He's the avatar. You're just a little too late. As you can see, I'm blue. I'll show the world the power of these ruins. Do you have any idea what these ruins really are? We're still inside the ruins. Okay. We're inside a dimensional warship! Oh yes, the ancient ship of doom. What? These super-dimensional ruins are the foundation upon which a new world will be created. It's the new source of all life. The time has come, see for yourself. As I shake violently. Act 7. This is the worst act in the game. What on earth is that? I don't know, it's a flying turtle with a mustache, I guess. Big old mustache. An ancient mustache. I do, I understand. More dance parties going on. What? What? Oh, Ryu, you're gonna fall through the floor. This guy's always falling through traps. Okay, so this is one of the hardest screens in the game. There is wind, much like Act 2 of Ninja Gaiden 2. And the wind changes, but it doesn't go in different directions. It just is like strong resistance or light resistance. So this is the hard part. You have to not pick up that power up when you cast that fire wheel. The hard part of this is keeping the invincible fire wheel for the entire level. So here's the fast climb. Hopefully it's fast, I don't know. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Sometimes that ship spawns on top. I played it safe. You could damage boost if you wanted, but I'm gonna grab that, but not that, obviously. Here's a really tight timing. Cast the fire wheel as you're jumping. Jump onto the quick platform. Cast another fire wheel. You can see this is crazy timing. This is one of the hardest levels in a video game. We're not going to do the quick platforms here because I don't know how to do them. I'll just take my time. Plenty of fire wheel casts because we got that ninpo. Boom. There's another full ninpo. Pretty generous here. There's health right there. And if you can keep your fire wheel, it's actually not that hard to get to the end. The hard part was definitely behind us, though these spike rooms are kind of annoying. I don't like doing the fast climb, it hurts my hand. So I'm just not very good at climbing fast up the walls. So I'm using fire wheel a bit more than usual. I actually damage boosted off that enemy. Since spikes would do 6 blocks of damage, I'd rather take 3 blocks of damage. So all these are very precisely timed fire wheels. So they run out right after killing a dude. Jump here to get the slash. Otherwise he'll hit you later. I end up just waiting here. Just because I don't want to risk it, you know, I don't want to lose a bunch of health here. This is rough here. This is a rough spot. That's a rough room. Scary. Without fire wheel, I don't even know how you do it. I have no other strategy for that, so I got hit unintentionally. So I'm gonna play it safe here. Wait for the fire wheel to end so I don't get that power up. Normally you can just fall on that guy, but since I got hit, I'm not gonna do it. And then it's the final bosses. The final bosses aren't that hard in this. Actually, the only hard part is the first form, when you have to slash him at the right moment. Come combo breaker. You're Clancy. Was that Ryu stuttering like that? That's out of character. Clancy. Look at this body full of superpower or whatever. I want to protect the Earth from humans. Oh, he has a noble goal. That's good. Humans are weak and disgusting little creatures who love to fight. You know they should be wiped out, don't you? Ryu, join me. I'll even let you bring a perfect human to ride the ship with us. That's pretty nice. I guess the only questionable part about that is, are you going to double cross me at some point? Probably. So, no reason can ever excuse the destruction and slaughter of mankind. The only thing that's going to get destroyed is you and this dimensional warship. Angry eyebrows. So, here we go. This first slash, very important. And then I cast the invincible fire wheel. Because whenever you start stun locking him, he does that lightning bolt shit as his like retaliation. But since we have the invincible fire wheel, it didn't hurt us at all. It's important to remember that if the enemy runs into your shield, the shield will automatically stop. It'll dissipate. So that's why you have to be far away from them, so you don't run into their body. There's another invincible fire wheel to avoid whatever that is. And that's Form 2. Way easier than Form 2 of Ninja Gaiden 2. And Ninja Gaiden 1 for that matter. Hey, what's this? It's a pretty cool cutscene. Ryu! Alright, fire wheel. First we gotta break open the cockpit thing with the fire wheel. And then you hit the red orb. And that's pretty much it. So there you go. It's Ninja Gaiden 3. You notice how all the bosses have the 3 forms and they all end with a similar looking thing in all 3 of the NES Gaidens? So yeah, with fire wheel, stage 7 is actually pretty easy. But keeping the fire wheel, not falling in a pit during those platforming segments, is really rough. Especially that quick platform grab. Oh no, my turtle with a mustache. Farewell, my sweet turtle. Another castle crumbles. More flashing. So in case you're wondering, like, to actually beat this game, I had to learn how to speedrun the game. Which is pretty crazy. Like, Castlevania 3 was the same way. To beat that game, I had to learn, like, boss strategies from speedruns. But this game, I had to just learn the whole speedrun. That's how hard this game is. It might be one of the hardest games I've ever played. I'll never understand why people make and pursue evil plans until they wind up dead. Amen. Humans are always striving to achieve. All of creatures living on Earth, in all worlds, can never be just a part of someone's plans. It's deep. Fortunately, mankind is never foolish enough to wipe itself out to achieve some ambition. Fortunately, for now. Being with you again like this makes me want to thank all the living beings in this world. Even the pedophiles, the rapists. A new day is about to begin. Ryu is a true neutral. Ah yes, the gigantic sun once again. For some reason their sprites here just look weird. That doesn't look like their body types, you know? Like, a different artist must have worked on this, because that looks weird. Alright, Team Ninja 3. That's it. We did it. Ninja Gaiden has been defeated. Run, Mal. Some good music in this game. Maybe the best? That's between 2 or 3, I don't know. BFR. Though she has some pretty green eyes in this. And program work, nobody! What the hell? Nobody did the programming. No wonder this game is like it is. This is a cool cutscene though. Like the way it's swooped up, it reminded me of Metal Gear Solid. Yeah! Dumping! More Yama-san. Special thanks to that guy. Way to go, you. Copyright 1991 Tecmo Ltd. All rights reserved. The end. Well, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.